RunnerPostman. So today we'll continue our training. So today we shall be touching environment variable, collection, test runner, postman, use of monitor, then automation with Newman, GitHub basics, and by using Newman a Faker's library, exporting collections and running on CLI, HTML reporting with Newman, and if we have enough time, I'll take you through another collection and show you how we can go about API chaining. So yesterday, someone raised a question. I don't know if the fellow is on the call right now. So I think it's a lady. She asked about SOAP API, that if it's obsolete. Please, are you on the call? Can you unmute? I think I have a more updated info about that right now. Are you currently on the call? Okay. It seems she's not here. So for SOAP API, so it's actually not obsolete. So it all depends on what the organization use. So some organizations, they are comfortable using REST API. Some are comfortable using SOAP API, some GraphQL. So in most of Disco integration, I don't know if anyone has worked on any API integration that relates to maybe KEDA, EDC, and the likes. So what they use is SOAP API. So it's not obsolete. So let's go ahead to today's training. So I think we'll start up with environment variable. That was where we stopped yesterday. So I hope everyone has downloaded that API collection that I shared. I shared a link for everyone. I hope you're able to download it. Were you able to download it? Please, can you respond?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so we are going to do a simple tweak on that collection. So yesterday we used collection variable. Today we'll be using environment variable. So can you go to your environment? Click on your environment. Then you create an environment with this plus button. Then you name the environment. Maybe I'm naming mine pet M. So then you come here and name the environment variable, just like we named it in collection variable yesterday. So this is it. I hope you are with me. Then you go ahead and copy it here. Then you save. So are we on the same page? Have you done that? Then you go ahead and save.
Can you come again?
Okay, so I said you go to your environment, click on this plus sign, then you create a base URL. So I think before that, so that there's no confusion in the air, the collection of yesterday, can you go over and duplicate it? Duplicate. Click on duplicate.
Okay.
Then after duplicating, go and rename it this, rename. You can name it anything, but you can use what I'm using so that it's pretty clear when I'm trying to show us how to run on CLI using Newman. So let me, where's the chat? Let me drop it on the chat. I see the chat, okay. So name it this Postman pep store environment variable. So you can be able to differentiate between this and the one we created yesterday, or the one you have uploaded. So are you done with that? We are actually working with time today, so I want us to finish by 8 exactly.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. So another method to do that is for you to use a pre-request script. So you can see what is here. PM environment.set base URL and the value of the base URL. So it's either you go to your environment and set it manually, or you come over to the pre-request of your collection and write the script. So it will set it automatically without you setting it manually. So you can choose any of the one you want. Let me drop this as well. All right. So then we go over to our pre-request scripts that we set yesterday. I mean this. Okay, it's here. Script. Oh, I actually can't find what I said here. Just a minute. Seen it. Are you here? Can you go to the first test scenario where we have create user / valid data? Please, can you unmute and please respond to know that I'm actually engaging you on this call. Please kindly unmute and respond. Thank you. So are you on this screen? So this is it. In your pre-request, I want you to go over to where we wrote collection variables here. I want you to update it to environment. Anywhere we have collection variable, update it to environment. Please let me know if you've done that. I think I'll start calling names. Bumi, have you updated the environment?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm with you.
Okay, so
Thank you.
let me call Charity. Charity, are we on the same page?
I'm following, but I'm not on my postman right now.
All right, okay, you can always watch the video after. So I take that as a yes. So when you send the collection, you should have all these variables set in your environment variable. You know, you have to
You know.
Hello. Please, can you mute?
Please, can we have a moderator, someone who has an host access to be able to mute people? Please, if you can have a moderator, I think it's gonna make sense.
All right, thank you. Okay, so when you send your request, you should have all the names, the first name, username, and everything on this environment variable. You can see. So let me go to the request. What did we send? Okay, body. Let me send it again. Sorry, this is not, it should be this one. Okay, this is 92. So let's confirm from the environment variable. You can see this is 92. This was what was generated from the random variable from the FACAS library. So I think with that, we have covered environment variable. So next on the agenda, so we need to run this collection with a runner. So in Postman, there are actually 3 modes of running your test. You can choose to run manually. That is when you go to a single request and you execute the API request. So the second one is for you to use collection runner. So you run all your collection at once. Then the third one is you running with CI/CD. That is integrating with Jenkins. So today we shall be covering running it with collection runner and also running it with the scheduler. So let's get into that. So I want you to go to your terminal. Go to your terminal. Let me try to open a terminal from here. If you are using Windows, just go to your start button, enter CMD, and it will take you to your terminal. So I want you to confirm if you have Node or NPM. So type this command, node-v. So confirm if you have if you have a version returned on your CLI. Can you drop on the chat? Yes.
Yes,
you have it returned?
Yes.
Okay, who else has something returned from? Can you just drop a yes on the chat? Okay, so Bumi said it's not recognized. So what you have to do is to go to your Google and try to install Node. Let me drop the link for you. So you go to Node.js site. You have to install Node.js. So I think you might have to do that after the class so that we don't spend too much time waiting for every other person. So let me drop it on the chat. You can also go to Google. If you type Node.js site, it will bring this one as well. So you go to the official site and make sure you download the LTS version. So for those of you that have Node-V, can you also try npm-v? npm-v. npm-v. Sorry, it should be small letter. npm-v. I dropped it in the chat. Okay. All right. Confirm if you can still see my screen. npm-v. Okay. So do you have npm-v returned? Drop a yes. All right. So let's move on. So the next thing is to download Newman. So Newman is the test runner we are going to be using on CLI. I mean command line prompt. Yeah. So this is the next command. npm install -g. I think before that, for those that are, you need to also confirm if you have Newman installed. So Newman-v. It should be small letter, Newman-v. I don't know why my system keeps returning capital letter. So, but the N is in lowercase. So npm Newman-v. Newman-v. Okay, for me, I have it installed. So if you don't have updated version like mine, it's not a problem. It will still work. You can update it later. So let's move on. So something else that you need to do is you need to go to your let's use desktop. Go to your desktop and create a folder. So this is my desktop. So I have a folder created. Try and create a folder, name it pet store. Everything is in lowercase, pet store. So have you done that? Can you just respond so I don't delay in moving ahead? All right, thank you for responding. So then what we'll do next is to export. You export your collection to that folder. Let me create another folder. Name your folder pet store. I'm naming my folder kitty. All right. So I'm going to be exporting the collection. Don't forget, we are exporting the PEP store environment variable. So you go over to the brace and you export to that location. Export JSON. Then what's the name of this? The second folder I created is PT. Yours will be pet store. So you save there. So after exporting collection, you have to export environment as well, because if environment is not exported, you won't be able to run your tests on CLI. So you will not need environment if you had not saved any variable in environment. If it was the collection we did yesterday, because we saved all our variables in collections, so we don't need any extra file called environment. So I hope we are on the same page. So you go ahead to environment, you click on environment and try to export to that same location. Save. So on completing that, when you go to the folder, you should see the two things that you exported. You should have an environment.json and you should have a collection.json. So confirm if you can see that. Please drop a yes on the chat. Can you drop a message on the chat if you have successfully done this? So what you should have is this pet store. You should have two files there. This should not be here. Let me delete it. So you should have only these two files. Sorry, are we on the same page? Please, can you respond? So I want to know that you're getting what I'm doing from my end. I like to call names again. Juliana, please respond. Are we on the same page?
Yes, we are.
So you've created the file. You have two files in your pet store folder. Innocent. Hello, Innocent.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, are we on the same page?
Yes, I have the two files.
Ayomide, Brima, Bumi, Create with Fola, Dayo, iPhone, JD, Juliana, Made, Soba, Mobolaji, Musa, Mutiu, Onone, Precious, Roots, Temitope. I hope we are all on the same page. All right.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So what you do next is to go to that folder. My system is a Mac, so our screen or our experience might be different. So just go here and you see open in terminal. For mine is open in terminal. I can't quite remember what Windows displays at the moment. But you should be able to click open in terminal, open in CMD. So have you been able to do that? Please confirm if you can open it in CMD. Okay, all right. Thank you, Fola. So for Windows, you click the path at the top of that folder. Then you type CMD, enter. It should take you to your terminal. So moving on. So the command for Newman is Newman run the path of your Postman collection .json. Then if you have an environment, then hyphen the environment. All right, so I'll copy this for you. If you run this command, so this command will work exactly for you if you have your collection named the same way I named it, and you have your environment named the same name I named it. If the names are different, then you have to use the collection name you use for your collection, and you use the environment name you use for your environment. So I'm going to be sending this. So please just give me a minute. Just give me. Hello. So let me try to run. Were you able to get your report? Were you able to run it on your CLI? So when you run it, okay, when you run it, okay. Hello, am I still audible?
Yes. Oh, you have.
Okay, so when you run it, because I didn't put CLI, you won't see the progress of the report. So you will see the progress of the execution. So let me go to, just a minute. Let me go to the folder. You see it has generated a folder. Let me rerun it again so that you can see the progress of the execution. So if you want to see the progress of the execution, you add CLI. That means you want to see all the execution, like how many tests passed, test failed, the feature that's currently being executed. So you add CLI. So I'm going to be doing that now. Okay. So this is the report. We have how many tests failed? We have 14 tests to have failed. So if you encounter anything like this, you have to go back to your scripts and see. I know most of the assertions that failed, some are time. You can see the progress report, create user, everything passed. This is throwing a JSON error script. All right, so that's about running your reports using Newman. So you can go ahead and refactor your code. You try to run it manually. You run your code, you run your script manually and see where there is any issue. You fix the issue and rerun it again. So I think I missed out showing us how to run with collection runner. So that is using Newman to run. So right now I'll show you how to run it with collection runner, collection test runner. So you go over here and you click on run. So while running this collection, you have to be careful because I know everyone is on a free plan, so you only have free 25 runs. So when you exhaust your 25 runs, you have to wait till the next month to have access to another 25 runs. So except your organization has a paid subscription for Postman. So I'm going to be running manually. So I earlier mentioned that 3 ways: you run manually, you schedule a run, then you run via CLI. I think CI/CD2 is here. So let me run on collection test runner. So let me run again. I'm getting an error. Let me use the other. Oh, I think I'm running the wrong collection. This should be the right collection. Run. I keep still getting 503. Let's check what the error is. So when you want to run, you can clear data. Let me see. There's a place to clear data. You reset. Then you can run your collection. So this is still the wrong collection that I selected. Let me run. Let me reset and run again. So there's problem with this. There is problem with the collection. Invalid data. So let's check. So you can see what the problem is. Can anybody point out what the problem is here? I want to know if you are following. What's the problem with this invalid data? No base URL. Okay, thank you. Base URL. Okay. So the problem is the base URL. We migrated from collection, using the base URL in collection, to environment, and I forgot to update the base URL here. So I'm going to be doing that now. Base URL. So it should be base URL. There will be a conflict because I can't be using the base URL, a variable setting collection inside environment. Base URL. Then remember to save. We have 2 minutes to 8. So I will quickly wrap up the next thing. So the next thing I'll be taking you through is monitors. So I mentioned yesterday that there is a way for you to schedule your test execution in Postman in a way that you can run your collection at specific period, a specific time of the day, and send reports to your stakeholders. You can also indicate when the test fails, it should retry a particular number of times and send mails. You can add as many emails that you want to add. So I'll be showing you that briefly. Just a minute, I'll be done. Save. This URL. This URL. How many tests passed from your end? Was anybody able to, were they able to run their test and they have 100? I think some tests will fail because the way I asserted for some tests, I asserted to fail. So how many failures do you have from your end? Let me know. User login. Can you unmute and let me know? Has anyone been able to run the test? How many failed in your side? How many passed? Are you sure you are following in this class? It should be an interactive class. Let me check the chat to see if anyone dropped any message here. Chat. I think I'm going to call your names now. Ayomide, were you able to run your test?
No, ma, she's trying to run it now.
Were you able to? I didn't get you. Were you able to run it?
No, ma.
What's the issue? What's the issue? Are you not with your postman? Are you not with your system, or is there any other issue?
Just my network is being not that good. I was trying to handle that now.
Okay, Bumi, were you able to run the test? It's only done. Hello, Bumi. I have 2 more to update now. Base URL. Base URL. This is the last request. Base URL. Save. So I believe that I've saved everything. So I'll go ahead and rerun the collection using collection runner, after which I'll use Newman. So you can always reset your test so you don't have anything cached. So this iteration means you want it to run one time. If you want it to run more than one time, you can always put maybe 3 times, 5 times, or anything. So you can see our test is running. Okay, our test has finished running. So you can see that some of the tests are failed. I'm going to call someone now to tell me why this assertion failed. I'm going to be calling Ruth. Ruth, please, can you unmute your mic? Hello, Ruth. Or is there anyone on the call that wants to help Ruth? Why do you feel this part of the status code 400 is failing? All right, since no one is responding, so you can see that it says expected response to have code 400, but got 200. So I expect it, if I put invalid data, what I expect it to return is 400 and it's giving 200. So if I want all the tests to pass, I can go ahead and update everything to 200 and we will have all our tests passed. So I think after the call, you can just go over this and edit it to 200, edit your assertion to 200 so that you can have all your tests passed. So I'll be running it again in Newman. Okay. I will go and I think I lost the screen. Okay, I'm going to go over again. Open in terminal. Okay. So you can also, if you want it in JSON, I'll drop this. You can also generate a report in JSON format. But most times JSON is not that readable. So it all depends. Maybe it might be needed by your development team. So I dropped it on the chat. So let's try to generate the reports in HTML. So I'll delete this so that we have a new report. Let me try to copy it again. Okay, this is the screen. So you can see the test is still failing. So that means the file that I exported is not updated. I have to export it again. So I'm going over to the pet store. I'm going to be deleting the collection variable. Then let me delete this Newman so I can have a fresh report. So I will go to my collection. I'll ensure my collection, everything is saved. Everything is saved. You can run a quick check to see if everything is saved. If you have your save button active, that means you have not saved your update. So everything is saved. I'm going to go over and export it again. Export. I'm going to go here and save. So I have the exported file. I'm going to go over to terminal again and run my tests. Okay, you can see the test is now updated. So right now, I only have 2 tests that are failing. So I gave a solution to this status code. I deliberately wrote this code to fail. So you can go over to your collection and update it after the class to expect a 200. So you have no failed test in this failed region. So let's move on to the next thing in our agenda for today. So I'm going to be talking about Postman Monitor. So Postman Monitor is a cloud-based feature that allows you to automate and schedule your execution of your APIs at some set intervals. So it is used for health checks, regression tests, uptime monitoring. You can run tests hourly or daily. Then you can use your environment variable. So this is the advantage of using environment variable. You can have an environment set to staging, pre-prod, production, UAT. So you can use Postman Monitor to run your regression tests. So you can run regression tests on your production endpoint. So if you have all the environment segregated, it will be easy for you to just select one. So the best practices is for you to always use an environment variable to toggle test mode. Then you enable email notifications for stakeholders. Then you use user environment variable. I think first and second one is repeated. So let us go to Postman. So I'll try to, okay. So can you go to your Postman, confirm if you have monitor here? Do you have monitor on your screen? At the side pane of your Postman, do you have monitor? Please confirm. I need you to respond.
No, I don't have it.
Okay, so
Me, I don't have it.
okay, so what you do is go to this drop down, click more and select monitor. Select monitor. So you should have this screen. Do you have this screen? Do you have the screen I'm currently on?
Yes, no.
Okay. So your PEP store is pre-populated. This is the environment we are using. Then, so this part of data file. So this is optional. So you can use, we use Faker's library. You can choose to use Faker's library to generate random variable or to make your test data driven, or you write a JSON file or a CSV file and pass the variables there. For instance, if I'm trying to log in with username and password on an application, I'll declare that as variable in my collection. So then I'll create a file, .csv file, and it should be comma separated, username and password, and I can run a list of different users, maybe valid user, invalid, valid, empty, things like that. I'll run through that, and I can also always attach it here. So let's go ahead. So week timer, you can put week timer. It can be in a week or hour timer, anyone you prefer. Then if it is every day, you select every day. Don't forget that I said you only have 25 runs monthly. So you have to use this judiciously, like don't waste the free runs that you have. So I'm going to be selecting every day. So what's the time? Time is, let me put 8. The time is 8:15. Let me put 9 is a long time. Let me put 9. It should be off the score by 9. So this is the place to add email address. Can someone drop their mail in the chat? Or maybe two persons, drop your email in the chat. I want to add your email to the monitor. Okay. I'll copy Michael and Folari. Michael, Folari. So you can add as many emails that you want to add. I need to edit this. Folari, okay. So this is stop notification after consecutive failures. So you can also set it if you want it to stop setting notification. You know, because you are sending to stakeholders, you might not want to put this forever, because so that it doesn't create any panic. You can leave it as maybe 2, or you can use your discretion to put whatever you want to. Then retry if run fails. You can retry maximum of 2 times, then 1 if you can select any of your choice. So you can choose to set timeout, but I'm not setting any timeout. I'm just going to leave it like this. Then you can create monitor. So this is not showing run yet, because this monitor has not run yet, because it's not 9 o'clock. But let me run it so that you can see how it works. So this is how it works. Please, Folari and Michael, I'll need you to confirm if you
I got a mail.
Did you get you got a mail?
I got a mail, yeah. I did.
Right. Okay. So, all right. So that is interesting. So you can use that. You'll be alerted to notify that something is already failing on staging or production. Then you can inform your developers. So I think I forgot to show you the reports. Do you get something like this? So when we executed that test, you should get a Newman folder. This is the folder. This is the test. This is also a report. Did you get this? Confirm if you got this.
Like an attachment or
So that folder, that pet store folder, if you go inside, you see a folder created called Newman. Let me go to the place and show you. Okay, desktop. So you should have this folder, Newman. Confirm if you can see it. Confirm if you can see that folder. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think we've covered everything today. So we covered everything today. So I think time is fast spent. I couldn't show us API chaining. So the next class will be on Saturday by 12. So throughout this week, I would like to give you an assignment. So let me drop the link. Dummy JSON. Yeah, I can also drop it on the group anyway. Let me drop it on the phone. Okay, so on this dummy JSON, let me open it. I need you to, so this is one of our projects. So the project I'm going to assign to you. So this is one of, but what I want you to do is this auth. This auth, we have login, get user, and refresh token. I want you to try and apply what I taught you. I think you should leave auth token out because I want to show you how to chain API. Except you are comfortable doing that, you can add that. But what I want you to do is to use this user. Just do a login user. So you do login user login user. Let me get this. Copy link. So I want you to create a CSV file and create some scenarios. Try to run this CSV file using data-driven. So let me show you what I'm referring to. So when you go to your collection, when you go to your collection and you try to run your collection, so there's a path to upload file. So you prepare a CSV file and put username and password. You should apply what we use in pet store for username. You will not actually use the Fakers library. So you won't use Fakers library this time, but you'll be using the content of the CSV file. So that is the assignment for the week. So if you're comfortable, you can also take auth. You can also take auth alongside, but the major assignment I'm giving you is the login user. I've dropped the link. So I think that is all about today. We try to finish around 8. I think we started late, so it's not too bad. So we finished early today. So in the chat, in the WhatsApp group, I'll be dropping prompts or commands on how to perform, how to run performance tests. You can actually use your Postman to run a load test. So I'll send you commands that you can use. But when you are doing that, you need to be careful so that you don't crash your system. So you can just simulate the load of 2 users. Or if you have a very strong system, maybe you can try 5, but going more than that, maybe 10, it might affect your system, except you have a very solid system. So thank you for joining today.